It's time for our second interview for the day. I have Mathabo Sekhonyana. Is it Sekhonyana or
Sekhonyana?
Sekhonyana, yeah. I'm like, okay.
But you're the person who's been closest to pronouncing it right.
Yeah, so. Sekhonyana on 89.5 FM. With a K though, is it with a K or is it supposed to be R there?
No, so I'm from Lesotho. So where you guys would say G, we say KH.
Oh.
That extra sauce on it.
Oh, hey, shit. Pimping it, yeah? Making it more better. So, with a swag in it. I'm loving it. Mathabo, thank you very much for having time to speak to us on 89.5 FM. I know that you're leaving, right? Are you leaving soon?
I am leaving tomorrow. Back to Johannesburg. But we are loving Cape Town.
How long have you been here though?
We've been here for a week now.
A week?
Yeah.
How's it been like?
One thing about Cape Town is it is beautiful. The weather has been fantastic. I've been seeing everyone in Joburg complaining about rain. It is sunny skies in Cape Town.
Definitely. And it's chill too. It's not too hectic. I know that Joburg people, when they come to Cape Town, they're always in a hurry to a point where it's like, okay, we need to chill, because everybody here is chilled, it's calm, not in a hurry. Anyway, why are you here in Cape Town?
I am here in Cape Town for work. Although in Cape Town, a lot of work feels like play. So we are getting new locations for, obviously, this is a power bank rental network. So Cape Town is our new area of expansion. Just trying to get it ready for the festive season, trying to make sure that Cape Townians can slowly walk to power up. Please,
exercise. This is about time now. We need to take care of yourself. Like earlier on, when I was speaking regarding diabetes, saying that we need to walk more, we need to eat healthy, and also to check on our body, or what's happening within ourselves. So now, as you were saying that you're expanding, Aduzi has a mobile phone charging stations around the city of Cape Town. So that people can rent power banks while on the go and keep them for 24 hours. How do you think people will return them? Or is there a way you should return them?
Well, firstly, if you don't return it, we know it's you.
Oh, yeah, okay. Smack in the head there.
So that's one. But secondly, because it's a rental network, the power banks charge inside the machine. So even if you don't return it, you can't really use it, so we will be getting them back. Please, Cape Townians, bring back the banks.
Is that the new world now where everything now, it's more about batteries? I know that big companies have been investing a lot of money when it comes to rechargeable batteries, like your Elon Musk is one of them with his company Tesla. And it seems like a lot of companies are moving into that direction of power, of batteries,
Yeah. Well, I think the world is changing so rapidly in the direction of basically, I'm sure you've heard people saying like, my life is my phone. And that's because we work on our phones, we social media on our phones, we connect on our phones. So the battery aspect becomes very important, because if my phone's off, I can't work, I can't Instagram, I can't play, I can't do anything. And I think the rise of renting versus buying is also about that. It's about convenience. And I think that's really why a doozy exists, is if I'm going out, I should be able to just pick it up and go with it. I don't want to charge it overnight. I don't want to go through the hassle. And I mean, we're going into festive season for, those who are out and about. We know that's a hectic day, 31 Saturdays. So there isn't always a lot of time for that much pre-planning. So, that's what we're trying to take out of that, is the pre-planning, just bring the convenience.
And then how effective this has been so far?
So very effective. I mean, when we were a COVID baby, so we only say when people ask how long it's been, we say just this year.
I was trying to avoid that question though.
We always say only a year, because I think only for the last year can we say the economy's really been open, And from there, we've already seen growth in Joburg and Durban. of like over 100%. So it's more than doubled, almost tripled. So we're seeing that people are using it. And what everyone is finding effective. So for example, Aduzi is now going to be in the airport. So Cape Town International Airport, Ushaka, not Ushaka, excuse me, the Durban Airport, and then OR Tambo. And that is what people are finding useful, that I can come from Johannesburg with the power bank. I can drop it off in Cape Town. I can rent from different stations while I'm in Cape Town, fly to Durban, etc. That convenience aspect of it being where you are, fitting seamlessly into your lifestyle. That's what we're seeing.
I'm loving it. And then so far, how's it been like? For 2022 is almost over. Did you guys achieve what you wanted to do?
We definitely did, with the exception of Cape Town, which is why we are here. So I'm hoping Cape Townians are gonna, really support us and really embrace the brand, the same way we've embraced the city. Other than that, it definitely has. One area that we're seeing a lot with events is the safety aspect. So we're getting a lot of feedback, especially from women, that's where it's helping them. Because, for example, if I can't call my Uber or I can't get somewhere, that can lead to issues of me not being safe. Now people are able to kind of go to events, enjoy themselves without kind of that fear or that worry.
I'm loving it. And then how's it been like, starting something from the bottom and you're here now? Okay.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. It has been a crazy wild journey. But I think the best thing for us has been really like our partners. So looking at the, restaurants, hotspots, malls, all the places we are, and how they almost embrace and push it the same way that we do. People come from overseas and they're always talking about the warmth of South Africans, and we are usually quite negative because, on Twitter we see what people are saying. But that's really been our experience, is the warmth. It's been a lovely journey to see tech being, welcomed in this way.
If you have just tuned in now, speaking to Mathabo Sekhonyana. Yeah,
nice one.
Right. She's from Aduzi, where how would you describe it? Is it like a digital company or what? Or is it like a brand? How would you describe?
I would say it's a lifestyle.
Oh, okay.
And then I would say it's a power bank rental network.
Power bank rental network. I'm loving it. I would love to see partnerships though with Bush Radio. Definitely, you must speak to Wayne McCain after this interview.
Wayne McCain, we've heard your name. Yeah, we will find you.
Yeah, he's here. Don't worry. He's here. He will definitely come to you after this interview. So now, obviously, with these new ideas now of creative businesses, I know that with businesses these days, it's rapid. Ideas are coming all the time. What is the next step for Aduzi? We are going straight to 2023. I'm at 2000. One new things every day. So as a company, it's too much pressure. What's the next step?
For us, the first step is expansion. So looking at Africa and beyond. We know that in Africa, in a lot of countries, they don't even call it load shedding. There just isn't electricity. So how do we help those issues? And then just from a product perspective, how do we optimize, change, enhance that based on things that we're hearing from, the community? A big thing that we're talking about is Wi-Fi. Everyone wants Wi-Fi.
Hey, Wi-Fi. Tell me about it.
But don't quote me, because then in 2023, you're going to bring me back and you're going to be like, so what did you guys end up doing with Wi-Fi? I don't want to hear that from you.
Definitely no. No. I'm not going to do that to you. Okay, so now obviously with those expansion, the future of internet and all that. So what are some of the things you hope to change or see in 2022 when you guys were doing? Did you feel like in 2022 you've achieved the things that you wanted, or do you feel like we're almost there, but we didn't, because a few months now, or actually 1 month, then we've
got 1 month left.
Yeah. So did you manage to achieve what you wanted in 2022?
I think we really did. I think we were able to change behavior and teach education. One of the things with bringing new tech is getting people used to it. So one of the elements on our Aduzi Power Towers is biometrics, right? So instead of just scanning a QR code or WhatsApp or something. In order to rent a power bank on the biometric machines, all you do is put in your number, you wave once, and the power bank pops out. Right? Which looks really cool and is really cool. But if, in the beginning we found that people are not necessarily used to it because we're the only of our kind in Africa at the moment. And it's been so cool to see people saying, the new wave, So from an adoption perspective, I think we've achieved it. Again, it's just about expansion, making sure that Durban and Cape Town, we've got it right and locked the same way we do Johannesburg, and then we take over the world.
Hey, these digital companies, they're making us move quick now, to a point where there will be flying cars soon enough in our lifetimes. Okay, what we do on the show is be with our guests. We always ask them before they leave, we always ask them to give us like a motivation. But before we touch on that one, quickly, if people want to get a hold of Aduzi or want to read more about it, how can they do it?
The first thing, because, we're a social generation, our social media platforms, we are at Aduzi Lifestyle. On all of our platforms. That's ADOOZY. I'm sure you know how to spell lifestyle across our platforms. And then you can also check us out on our website, www.aduzipower.co.za.
Quickly, also touch on the Women Empowerment Org, the Bear Foundation, where you guys have your national safety campaign.
Again, one of the learnings that we had this year was women want to be safe. And because of things like battery insecurity, you can become vulnerable to be in more unsafe situations. So for 16 days of activism, we have partnered with Women Empowered and the Bear Foundation, who deal literally with keeping women more safe. So looking at not really self-defense, but what is the one thing that I need to remember in an unsafe situation that will make me more likely to come out alive and, keep me more safe. So what are those tips? What are those tricks? Because what we find with self-defense at the moment, right, is you're taught, okay, if he touches you by on the back of your neck, this is your move. If he, what are the areas? That's difficult to remember if it's not something you're training all the time. And what we found great with Empowered is they've got one technique. If you do this, one thing, that works most of the time, if not all of the time, you'll be more safe. And from an Aduzi perspective, we are so passionate about women's safety. We're so passionate about trying to make a difference in the areas and the grooves where we are, So that's why this partnership has been amazing for us. Starting now on Wednesday, we're going to be going into one of the schools in Diepsloot. In Diepkloof, where the Bear Foundation has a footprint, speaking to high school learners between grade 10 and grade 12 about safety, about if you're out, what are the things that you can do to be more safe, and just trying to connect and learn.
If you have just tuned in now, speaking to Mathabo Sekhonyana from Aduzi, where they rent out power banks, which is a new world. Amen. As I said to you earlier on, we are in the new world now where technology is taking over. Okay, so lastly, what we do on the show, as I said earlier on, is we ask our guests, please give us words of motivation or something that a listener can hold on to. As you know that we're approaching festive season, a lot of people don't have these things that they want, when you want money to buy your child, your kids actually, those festive clothes, or maybe even at home, don't have certain things. How would you motivate that person who's listening now? Not only those ones who wants money, but just in life in general.
I think it sometimes towards the end of the year feels hard to be motivated. So many of us are tired. We're burnt out. And the first thing that I want to say is you're doing great. You are doing amazing because you're doing your best, right? And for me, the first thing is just start. Just start the day, just start the business, just start the project, just start the relationship. Wake up every day, put your best foot forward, just start. And sometimes you start and it doesn't feel like it's enough, it is enough. Sometimes you feel like, I've been knocked down, it is enough. all you've got to do is one foot in front of the other. It's really the best any of us can do. And you know, it's so funny, you listen to people, your friends, your family, who are feeling demotivated, and you have all the words, but you are so harsh when it comes to yourself, you know. And I would urge every person to give yourself the same kindness that you give to the people you love, the same people who you realize that they are trying and it is enough. They are enough. Say those same affirmations to yourself, because you are. Basically,
just do it. Just Nike it. Yeah, just Nike it. Thank you very much, Mathabo from Mathabo Sekhonyana, for coming through to Bush Radio 89.5 FM, and have a beautiful week and good luck in future.
Thank you so much.